there's a lot of speculation about it, and that's actually a name already. But what our mandate is to prepare with the European Commission, ESM, and the ECB instruments to tackle the challenge ahead. I think it's important to understand that this is no business cycle fluctuation. This crisis does not result of bad incentives or structural reasons. This is a pandemic that is now affecting very badly our economy. It's entering the financial sector, and we must stop all these three fronts of it. And that's where we are. So I don't want really to feed this sort of speculation vis-a-vis what is going to be the next action. But what I can assure you is that there will be a new action.
But, Mr. President, you can understand some of the criticisms because there doesn't seem to be any speed or haste with which you are pulling together these new initiatives. You talk of speculation. Could you give us clarification, perhaps? Are the Germans making it difficult for the ESM to conjure up a new Eurobond?
You know, when a policy decision is taken, it is not taken until it really is announced. So that's where the speculation is. And what I'm saying is very clear. We have a mandate for finance ministers, together with the European Commission, the ECB, and the ESM, to work on new weapons to deal with this crisis, which has many dimensions, and we need to take care of all of them. The fiscal package that was announced was a very strong package. It is increasing by the day, and it has mechanisms that make it indeed increase, because what most countries did was to initiate policies of tax deferral, social contributions deferral, and those are measures that are active. I mean, they really are there to help liquidity for firms, to keep jobs running, and we have to complement that, of course, with the other dimension of the crisis, which is the pandemics. It's a very tricky situation, but I'm sure that we will have a reaction at the level of whatever it takes and more, because this is different from 2008, and it has more dimensions than the 2008 crisis.
Sir, some countries have talked about providing financial support at the household level, a function that would be quite difficult, I think, for the Eurogroup to achieve, but clearly at a national level there are mechanisms to do that, whether you send a check or give a tax rebate. Can I ask you, is that something that you at the Eurogroup have been looking at, and how do you go about encouraging national treasuries to take that step?
Well, social protection is very active in Europe, and most countries are increasing the scope for that protection. Many countries are increasing the support for workers that do not lose their jobs, but their firms shut down temporarily. This is direct help for workers and also for firms. We all are working under the hypothesis, which is, I think, the correct one, that this is a temporary crisis. It has not a structural dimension. It's not a business cycle fluctuation. So we need to support liquidity for firms to keep running as much as they can under the containment dimension of the pandemics, and to be ready to kick off as soon as we have the pandemics under control. We are still at the early stages of this, So we need to be patient, and that's where the liquidity enters, and authorities need to be attentive to all the possible developments that may occur. But the protection of families and workers is a very important pillar of the response of countries. It's true everywhere in Europe, everywhere.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.